go get them.
They're going to get them.
Let Mr. Wiles jump in here.
Well, Bill, I think that the government has subtly changed its focus since 9/11 from its domestic patrolling or policing of illegals to our borders. We've seen in the wake of the 9/11 attacks students, clerics, and diplomats that rooted themselves here. But this is not one-dimensional. It's multidimensional. The Immigration and the Department of Labor are concerned that they are not doing their job to protect jobs for Americans. And we'll see ultimately whether or not the Walmart store itself had actual knowledge or whether or not, in fact, this was over the top.
I mean, it could go either way, in my opinion. I mean, I know the government's under pressure to show they're doing something, but they're really not doing much, are they, Michael?
Well, you know, I went on a raid like this when I was at the U.S. Attorney's Office. They cordon off the area, we bring in agents, we get affidavits, we go to federal magistrates, and we try to get the Blackie search warrant so we can go in. The fact is that the government is trying. They have laws that every documented person, or every citizen for that matter, has to fill out a compliance document when they start the first day of job, and they have 2 days later to complete the document that they're authorized to work. And the government has the right to go in there.
No,
but if you pull the lens back, Bill, what's happening is the government is actually now shifting the responsibility to police our borders and our employees because they can't do it.
Yeah, well, they're shifting it to the businesses that hire these people. Professor Ting, I have one more question for you. The chances are all these poor guys and ladies who get rounded up in this Walmart raid will probably be deported. Some of them won't be, you know, depending on if they get a good lawyer like Michael over here. But even if they are deported, they'll come right back in. You know, there's nothing to stop them from coming back in from Mexico and Canada. So isn't this just an exercise in, you know, futility?
Well, I think there's a lot that needs to be done on immigration law enforcement. I mean, the reality is prior to 9/11, there wasn't a whole lot of employer sanctions work going on because, frankly, there's countervailing political pressure out there. A lot of businesses don't like these raids, and they complain to their members of Congress, and Congress controls the budget of the Immigration Service. So as I said earlier, I mean, the service has had its hands slapped repeatedly.
I want to give Michael 10 seconds to wrap it up.
Bill, these are people. They have red blood, and they're trying to work very hard. The United States has to police its borders and has to choose its wars and battles judiciously.
All right.
We'll see what happens in
I feel sorry for them too, Michael, but we just can't be letting everybody in, and we just can't.
Agreed.
All right, gentlemen, thanks very much. We appreciate it. In a moment, as the Factor continues,